Hello. So today on my agenda is actually quite a few creative things and some meeting bits here and there. So I have a meeting with Upcycle later on. Me and another volunteer, we are working on their social media together to rebrand it, to update it, make the posts and reels across their socials easier to read and understand. We want to create, a brand identity that makes it very easily distinguishable. So we're going to be presenting the ideas of what we've drafted up to the team. So I'm very excited to see how that goes. I also have a interview in a little while, which is for a volunteer community research role. That's going to be quite interesting. I also have a new plan. So I have two versions of the plan that I'm going to just kind of say here. It's going to determine how the next few weeks goes for me, which hopefully will end up moving me forward to like my next work goals. And then after that, we're gonna work out and I'm going to also do my morning pages. And week 2 of the Artist Way, I haven't actually started I haven't started it yet. I think I read a few pages, but there's more. I just feel like it's just like a chore. I don't know why. The idea of completing this program seems so exciting at first, but I'm actually it's more work. And then my morning pages will go in here. I need to get I love these notebooks. I need to get more from WH Smith, the B5 spiral the B5 Wiro notebook. It's the perfect size for me to write, and it's just so good. I used to use regular notebooks that were smaller. I guess they're A5 notebooks, and they don't have the spiral, so when you turn the page you have to hold it so the other page doesn't close. That's all long. Get yourself a Wiro notebook, guys. B5 from WH Smith. Okay, so my first plan is, if I get this role that I'm going to be interviewing for, to volunteer and do community research work, my weeks would then consist of me volunteering there. It's an in-person position. Me volunteering for Upcycle and BWhip, which are both remote positions. And I also want to have, so we're in 4 so far. I also want to have a day for my creative projects. I want to have a day that's just for me. It's very easy for me to focus on job searching every day, or like I said, I'm volunteering, so I want to make sure I do things for the networks / companies that I'm volunteering for. But I also want a day that's just for me. I'm maybe I can't afford to allow myself to do that, because maybe it's okay that even though I'm not working right now, I do have a day for myself without feeling guilty about not doing enough, or I haven't gotten the results I want yet. Just take the damn day, okay? If I'm out of work right now, I'm still gonna be out of work if I've taken the day for myself, but I'll just be feeling a little bit better. So, you know what I'm saying? It balances itself out. Yeah, I want a creative day for myself, which I'm gonna use to either work on my own designs that I want to put on Instagram, just for a creative release. I want to work on my YouTube banner. I'm also designing a logo for my aunt. My friend wants me to redesign her LinkedIn banner, which I haven't started yet. And also editing my videos for YouTube. Hello, hi. I really want to get this stuff out there at some point. So I don't want to keep doing this when my hair is not long. And I also want to be looking for retail work, which I'll start my plan from next week, because we're almost at the end of the week now, and I still have a few other bits to do. So I'm going to look for retail jobs so I can get off of the scheme. That's my only goal of finding immediate work. I want to get off the scheme, because I don't want to go to the scheme. I think I said this in the last video. I have to say it one more time here for the rebrief. For whatever reason, our appointments end up being an hour of me staring at the screen as she is clicking and clacking and finding jobs for me to apply for using AI. I can already do all that stuff from the comfort of my home. So why am I going there? I think every time I go there, it ends up, it's stacking up the bricks of why is a terrible scheme and why it's a terrible idea for someone like me, because I don't Yes, I'm out of work at the moment. I get it. I'm out of work. But I don't need someone telling me what jobs to apply for, what to do. The scheme, from the people that I've seen at the workshops or that might be having appointments, they might not be speaking English. They might have moved to the country. They might be in, like, maybe more shy and had never had a job before, younger. Like, those people, I get it, they might need the help. I do not need the help though. That's the thing. There was, should I say this? I'm gonna say it because it happened. There was two occasions where the scheme was just very unprofessional. So there was one time I called up because I couldn't make an appointment. I had sprained my ankle at the time, so I couldn't physically go in. So I called the company and I got some teenager answering the phone. They will answer the phone, but they were speaking to somebody else. So I had to wait like 2 minutes for them to finish their conversation. And then I said, yeah, I need to make sure that my advisor knows I can't come in. I don't want to get like penalized, blah, 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 blah. And then they were like, yeah. So anyway, what was you saying about that? I'm like, can you listen to me? So that was one incident. The second incident was, this was really sad. There's no, I guess there's like, I don't know, it's an open office. There's not like cubicles that are separated out. It's just like lots of little desks and you sit with your advisor. So you can also hear other people's appointments and other people might be sitting near you, which is very, yeah, that's how they do it. You know, privacy. But I heard somebody, because they were right near me, a guy who, they were speaking a different language and their advisor was also speaking their same language, but also would sometimes say things in English. I could grasp some of the conversation, and the advisor was basically saying, what uni did you go to? What university did you attend? Can you tell me more so I can write it down on my file? And they like shrugged, or they didn't know how to answer the question. And then the advisor started laughing at them, and they started to then get the other colleagues to laugh at them as well. Because not like, they didn't do it on purpose to like gang up on this person, but they were laughing because they just didn't understand how the individual couldn't express what university they went to. Maybe they didn't understand the question, but yeah, the advisor started laughing, and then they told their colleagues, and they were like, oh, guess what? This person doesn't know what university they went to. Like, I've asked them so many times. And then everyone was laughing, and I'm like, that's not okay. There was also a time I went there the last time, and there was like a fight, but I missed it. There was like people were arguing. There was a guy that said, oh, something about sexual assault, and then people were gathered around. I don't know what happened. People were gathered around. It just sounded like there was an argument about something. I was looking at my advisor, and then I was looking at the group forming of the people that were trying to watch what was happening. They were trying to watch the argument, and I was like, should I stay here? Should I go? Should I stay? And I just kind of got up and left. And then by the time I got there to check it out, everyone was dispersing. So I had to go back to my stupid appointment. I'm like, there was beef and I missed it. So there's been beef, rudeness, and disrespect. And this is only a fraction of the reason I can't continue to go to Restart. Okay, I was singing from the rooftops if I have to. So I'm going to be looking for a retail job as the 5th part of my plan. And after I secure the job, I don't have to go to Restart. I want to go back to looking for community focused roles like I've been doing the past month, but having the volunteering experience on my CV might make me stand out a little bit more. So my plan B is essentially a bit more in line with what I want to do next. So that would be for me to focus more on getting a social media role. I think it would be more beneficial because I already have experience currently doing that. Having the chance to have a creative role, doing what I kind of do now, which I actually enjoy, and being able to work remotely, if that's either part-time jobs or contract jobs, temporary jobs, full-time, like whatever it is to build up my kind of experience doing social media roles, that would be very useful for me. It also ties into what I want to do in the future anyway, with working for myself, having more of an online presence, learning about whatever skills and tips and tricks or trends that I need to learn. That would benefit me in the future as well. Let's see how today goes. I'm gonna do my morning pages and then work out, and by the time I've done that, it'll probably be time to meet up for my interview. I can finally get some more clarity on this goddamn situation. If you're ready, let's get through the rest of the day. if you're ready. We gon' see what happens. Clarity, 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 clarity. Wait, what? That sounds like I'm saying clarity, clarity. If okay, so yeah. So I'm very excited. I just finished my talk with the lady, the interview for the volunteering position. She told me all about the role. She said that I seem like a really good fit, which is nice. And essentially, I would be part of the research team. So that would be the role as a community research person. So I'll be involved in like going directly to places that have certain issues. It could be GPs, and I'll be talking to the patients that are affected, traveling around to different health and social, I guess, organizations, talking to the patients directly who are suffering from certain issues and need someone to help them, get the organizations to take it seriously. Obviously, organizations can be overrun with having loads of people to help and maybe not enough staff. So what I would be doing as a volunteer for this company would be acting as someone impartial who's just coming to ask questions, to get their feedback, to write it all down, and then collate it into information from the surveys or from, you know, the face-to-face interviews, to then present it to whoever needs to, you know, find out about what we do in order to exact change. So that will be really interesting to learn about. Social media potentially could be involved to promote them online a little bit more. I'm not entirely sure about that, but it just sounds like a really good role. That's a mix of admin and face-to-face work, and also like traveling around sounds good, because being in one place for too long, or like, you know, just working on the computer the whole time, that can get very, very boring. So I'm really interested in having roles where I'm doing a variety of things. It was really nice talking to her. I definitely want to volunteer there, and hopefully later down the line that can lead to work. The biggest thing I've learned since this whole journey of transitioning and trying to find new full-time work is I've honestly learned so much. I learned about myself, I learned about the job market, the ways of the world. I've learned a lot. But the main thing for me is that I've had to keep thinking about money more so than before. Before I was thinking, when I was working in the industry I was in before, I was thinking about, okay, finding the next job, saving my money, you know, trying to go out and do other things. But now I'm thinking about the potential that I have to start making money soon that just hasn't been seen yet, or I haven't applied for the right jobs yet. So I've been thinking a lot about, this month I'm going to get this much money and have these for these things, and maybe I can do this, but maybe I can't do that. Maybe I can use this for this. I don't know. I didn't thinking about it a bit too much in terms of like, it's kind of ruling my life in terms of what I can't do and what I can do. So yeah, I really want to start working. Like, this whole time I haven't not worked. I've obviously had lots of odd jobs in customer service, but I just don't want that to continue. I want that to eventually be over, because I feel like I can't actually live my full, authentic, abundant lifestyle, and I can't really start my creative hobbies that just are just for me and just for fun, and may eventually lead to opportunities in themselves, or they may not. Like, I can't start any of that stuff until I actually just find work to have the stability to then be able to get going with my plan. Yeah, which is, at the moment, is currently frustrating, but I know it will all work out soon at some point. So let's just say after this year, I am volunteering no more, because if I better find a job in the next few months, but next year I don't see myself volunteering or still being in this position. I definitely would have found something, even if it is me still working in retail. So if I sum up the last few years, honestly, like 2023 was chaos, 2024 was like a transitionary period, 2025 was all about upskilling, and 2026 is clearly about volunteering. So that only means 2027 is going to be the best year yet, which is something that I've been saying about every year. But until it really happens, I'm going to keep saying it. So I haven't actually done my morning pages yet, I can't lie. I don't typically do them as soon as I wake up, because I like to try and work out as soon as I wake up. Otherwise I don't end up working out. And obviously I had the the chat with the ladies, so I haven't done my morning pages as of yet. I'm gonna do them now, and then I'm gonna eat something because I'm hungry, and then after that it'll probably be time for my meeting with Upcycle, my team meeting, and then I'm gonna be doing the creative tasks that I probably mentioned at the start of this video. So yeah, I'm very excited to get on with the rest of the day. And tomorrow and Friday, tomorrow is Friday. Tomorrow's Friday. Tomorrow is also a creative day because I'll be doing my volunteering bits, so my social media designs and concepts, ideas, and then I guess next week we'll be busy doing other stuff. So I'll check in at some point.